Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Janet and I have just returned from our, how do we want to describe our visit to Replacements?
Being dishy with the dishes.
We were dishing about all kinds of dishes from all over the world, and Keith could not have been nicer. Hey, Keith. Keith Winkler, thank you so much for treating us like we were royalty. And I'm going to push y'all down a little bit so you can see what's going on in the kitchen while we're dishing about the dishes. Janet, let's see what we want to tell everybody.
Well, we took a few lives earlier today, as you would have seen perhaps, but we also, once we started to do the full tour and go behind the scenes, those videos are recorded and we have to play with those to get them pieced together. You're loud, Lisa.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I bought really nice food for Janet, and everybody makes mistakes, okay? It's been in my car for 2 days and I just realized.
So anyway, yeah, so we'll be putting up the footage. We were allowed to film just about everywhere in behind the scenes where they do all the production work there. And anybody who has any connection with beautiful dishes, silver, crystal, estate jewelry. We were treated like we were queens today. We were pampered so much, and
we had thousands of dollars combination
dripping
of jewelry
dripping off of us. And it was just a fascinating place to visit.
It really
and
was.
They're so into diversity, charity,
philanthropy,
yeah, pleasing people.
I love their clothes closet. I think that was the best story of the day.
Yes, where they collect clothing.
We're going to post all of it.
Yeah, we've got it right out of their mouths, how it all functions there. We talked to a number of staff one-on-one who they spoke about what a wonderful place it is to work, how valued they are,
we had the
appreciated,
best time.
Treated like, real human beings there. So it was, 3.5 hours of intense fun. And yeah, it was great.
And it was so funny, y'all. I have to tell you this about Janet. Janet said, she told me this earlier before she ever got to North Carolina. She said, the guy that we've been in contact with at Replacements, his name is Keith Winkler. And she said, it's all I can do not to call him Henry Winkler. So as soon as we got there, y'all know me well enough to know that it was on my tongue and I was going to say, hey.
I kept avoiding telling Lisa about the emails and this guy's last name because I get all the emails. So I keep reading this Keith Winkler. And I cannot tell Lisa that I keep thinking Henry because that'll be in Lisa's mind. And I didn't know I was going to be here for this event. And I thought, when maybe she already knows, but when she digests that, she's going to call him by the wrong name.
I wanted to call him the Fonz.
Yeah.
He was as cool as the Fonz.
Yeah. So on the way there, we were in stitches in the car about we should have a secret code word and
we were going to do thumbs up. We were going to be like, and not say it. But I just had to get the cat out of the bag because I knew that eventually I was going to do that. Hey. So now Keith's in the know.
Yeah, we told him. As soon as we went in the door, we told him what we were up to. And he, as like,
while we were getting our jewelry on.
Yeah, as if he doesn't get that his whole life, right?
Right.
And then he told us this great story about meeting Henry Winkler.
We had the best time. And then we were introduced to Anita,
who helped with the
jewelry. And she was like, y'all, she did this. She was like, let's look at all the cases and y'all can pick out what you want to wear. And I felt like Pretty Woman.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't kidding.
The patience and the care and the explanation of all the pieces. And we could put on anything we wanted. And, I'm just a small town girl.
Same. And living in a lonely world. Yes. We took the jewelry train over to Replacements Ltd. We had the best time.
And So I can't help it. I was gawking at the price tags, and there's every price point. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
But we were treated to anything we wanted, and when one piece would go on, and I'd see.
We should have put on that $35,000 brooch thing. It was it emerald?
You mean the last piece, the last one that was the focal point?
In the case that
no,
was the
it was like
collectible.
$54,000 or something crazy.
I was scared of putting that on.
Yeah. And so we get all geared up, all the different pieces added together. It was more money than I've ever heard of in my life.
Same.
And then at some point, because this tour took a while because the building's so big, I had to go to the washroom, and I was thinking, if one of these earrings falls off in the toilet, I am going to be in so much trouble.
You know what? When I had to go to the, what you call restroom.
You call restroom?
What
yes.
I was thinking was, not if it falls off, but I was thinking, they're going to think I'm trying to shoplift. I'm in here and all this expensive jewelry in their bathroom.
It's like it's like going through customs and you get asked all those serious questions and they're making you feel like you're in trouble when you haven't done anything wrong. Yeah. Well, that's the way I felt. I wanted to wash my hands after I went to the bathroom, and I was like, but I don't want to wet this ring. It's too expensive to have water on it.
As if it had never been wet before.
Yeah. And then it's like, but if I put it on the counter, if it falls and cracks or breaks. Or...
I felt the same way, and I had that beautiful bracelet on, and I was, the whole day, I kind of was wanting to do like this a little bit, because it has multicolors on it.
Right.
And every once in a while I was like,
yeah, those earrings you were wearing, they caught the light in every direction.
They are beautiful.
Yeah, and so then, Anita, Keith, and then for me, it was so delightful because Casey is their social media director. And as much
she was
as
precious.
Yeah, and as much as I've worked in the tech world for a long time, I'm often the only one in that role around other people that I work with. So it is the first time I have ever been in the same real room, real face-to-face world with another social media director.
It was awesome.
And, her tasks are somewhat similar to mine and also some differences. But I have never gotten a chance to have that kind of one-on-one contact with somebody who thinks like I think around technology.
And then Janet got her first taste of Zaxby's.
Oh, yes.
They don't have Zaxby's in Canada.
Well, not where I live, anyway.
And so we split a snack attack and a Southwest chicken salad.
I always got to get the vegetables in, man, so...
She's a good example.
Lisa's doing a good job at making sure that happens.
Anyway, there's still some surprises coming. We're getting ready. Do we tell it?
Well, I think we're working on something hot today. I'll just say that.
But both of us are like, God, my hips hurt, my back hurts, and my ankles are a little swollen.
We compare those aches and pains. But we're both so excited about everything that we do that we just ignore that and say, okay, now let's go home and prepare this. So we got something that we're going to lay on you soon, but I need to fit in that today is August the 4th. If there's anyone in the North Carolina area that is joining in on the 11th and 12th of August to go do the tea and pottery at Seagrove,
and we're going to dish about the dishes.
the block of rooms and the room reservation link and code, TEAT, is the discount code. For clicking the link, it's pinned at the top of our page to get you to the room reservations that end tonight at midnight. I don't know if any of them have been booked or how many, but after midnight tonight, they are not reserved for cook and cutting up or to get that discount. So
y'all come on and ride the party train.
So that is the reminder for today, August the 4th, if you're planning to come join in and run around the town with Lisa and her sister-in-law, Vicky, and see all those potters and eat at those great places and, have a sip at the General. And then if you are part of the local yokels and you want to join in on the lunchbox tea at the Carriage House Tea,
you have to call.
You have to phone the phone number.
That's right.
By August the 7th. And
we'll be sipping tea.
Yeah, so those box lunches are being prepared by a lovely place and being brought in. but all by that reservation prepayment system through Mary at the Carriage Host.
Sign up, party train. It's going to be moving out next weekend. Another party train weekend. We had the best time today. I learned so much from Keith and Casey and Anita. And honestly, I felt ashamed because I live less than 3 miles from this place and I've never done the tour. But I am so glad I was able to take y'all along. We're going to hang up now because we're going to get that second wind and come back to y'all and tell y'all what the hot new thing is going to be.
Dripping hot.
Dripping hot and right straight off the presses. Cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. As always, thank you for following along, and we will see you guys soon. We got to go get some work done. We'll see you.
Catch ya.